Good.
How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. So today you've obviously come to the session, and I just want to know what you want to focus on talking about.
I'm thinking of potentially looking for another career.
Okay.
And I'm not 100% sure where to sort of start or what I need to be sort of thinking about.
Okay. So at the moment you're thinking about potentially doing it. Can you tell me a bit more about why it's potentially?
Because I quite like the security that I've got at the moment.
Okay.
And I like the people that I work with. But I'm just feeling that there's something missing.
Okay.
Something that I'm just not. That's just not there.
Do you know what kind of thing that might be missing?
That's true. Your whole face when I said I'm HR was
I
like.
think I'd like to have some just more challenges in the work.
I just thought, well, I'll just say it because.
And
I Hate HR was the most wonderful article that was written yesterday.
I'm not sure.
I think Inc. Corporated magazine, but and now I'm trying to transition.
I'm just not sure how to go about identifying what it is I want. I know that I've got this kind of grumbling feeling that there's something missing, but I'm not sure what it is.
Okay. So at the moment, you're happy with the security, you like the people that you work with, but there's this kind of nagging feeling that you want to do something that's going to be challenging you, and there's something missing, but it's hard to identify actually what that thing that's missing is. So you've been thinking, how long have you been thinking about potentially changing your career?
Quite a long time actually, probably about 3 years.
Okay. And how long have you been in your current role?
About 5.
Okay. So
5 years.
you've been thinking about it for quite a while. What have you done so far?
I mean, I've looked at kind of whether there's an opportunity to sort of develop the role that I'm in.
Okay.
Maybe take on some some projects. I've been looking at different kinds of job profiles that might relate to what I like doing, but I just can't seem to get myself to make a decision about it.
Okay, so first of all, when you're talking about, you're looking at your current role and seeing if there's anything that you can do with that, or if you could expand it or do more projects. How did that go when you were looking at it?
I did got a lot of research so that I could talk about it, to the team that I work with. But obviously there are different kinds of constraints that you work within. So some things aren't always possible.
Okay. So you've done that, then you've looked at job profiles. How did those help you think about changing the job?
It just got me to think about. It's really difficult to articulate this.
Okay. That's fine.
I don't know, sometimes you just feel like you've been sort of crystallised in a certain role, and it's really hard to kind of break out of it. Definitely the security part is important, and I do enjoy what I do. But I just feel like there's something that I could be doing that I'm not, and I'm not sure what it is.
Okay. Taking you back to security again, because you mentioned that before. What does security mean for you?
Definitely being able to sort of manage my bills and things, and having security for my family. And I suppose in this economic climate, it's quite good to have a job that you don't have to be thinking could disappear in a year's time. But I think I just want to try and do something else.
Okay, so you said kind of the financial security is really important to you, and you also like the idea of the job security as well. So that idea that you know that this job is going to be there, provides you the financial security, but you've still got this nagging feeling that you could be doing something else. And how do you think you'd feel if you were doing something that gave you this missing bit, this missing piece?
I think it would be incredibly satisfying.
Okay.
I think that I feel as if I felt more kind of completed, and that I was doing that something that really meshed with my kind of preferences and values.
Okay. So have you been looking, so you then mentioned sort of your preferences and values. They might be a good place where we can start looking at what might be kinds of jobs that would suit you best. So have you done your work already thinking about what your values are?
I've thought about I've thought about what I enjoy doing, what kind of gives me some energy. But I definitely want to work with people.
Okay.
And that I'd like to work in a capacity where I'm helping people.
Okay.
I'm not sure about whether I can go on to do any kind of training or further study, because I'm not sure how that's going to fit in with my work and my family life.
Okay.
So it does limit me as to what I feel I can realistically do.
So at the moment you kind of feel like there might be things that you want to do, but you're balancing work, family, and it's kind of finding that time and space to do something else.
Yeah, and giving myself kind of permission to do it as well, because I feel as if I have other priorities in my life as well.
And would you say that maybe there's other priorities that be, you said you've been thinking 3 years, for the last 3 years that you probably want to change careers, and then you're talking about your priorities. Do you think that that's maybe why you haven't changed careers yet?
I think it is, because I think I'm giving priority to other things rather than what I feel I would like to do. I don't feel as if it's the sort of right thing to do, to put myself first.
How do you think it would feel to you if you put yourself first and you did what you wanted?
I think it would be quite liberating, actually. Not that I feel constrained, but I think it would be very fulfilling. Very fulfilling.
Shall we stop there and we can... How long was that?
8 minutes.
Because I just thought I could go on.